Hello students, I am Dr. P.C.Kambodia, Associate Professor in the Department of English, BSR Government Arts College, Alwar, Rajasthan. This video is for the students of BA Part 2nd, English Literature Paper 2nd. In this video, we discuss the 6th chapter of the novel Inside the Haveli, section 2nd. In this chapter, we are told that Sita starts going to school and a time period of 3 months has already passed. Sita starts bringing some changes in her behavior and personality. She does whatever the other maid servants ask her to do. She mixes the oil cakes in the fodder of the kettle of the Haveli. She gets up early, combs her hair, takes a bath, wears her dresses, and gets ready well in time. The school going routine interests her, and she goes with Vijay Baisa in the car, and she also returns in the car. Enjoying the ride in a car is very much pleasing to her. Whenever she gets down at her school from car, the other girls of her age surround her and she tells them the ride that she had in an enjoyable manner. She also tells about the toys with which she plays in the Haveli that have been brought for Vijay Baisa and her brother Vikram. Then when she returns to the Haveli from the school with the other young girl of the Haveli, then she enjoys several edibles like savories and then wipes her mouth, and then both of these girls, Vijay Baisa and Sita, are dropped by the car driver Hiralal in the Haveli. And then Sita does not quarrel with the other children of the Haveli. The other children of the Haveli tease her, calling her the little young mistress of the Haveli, and then she is given so many frocks which are old of Vijay Baisa to wear, and the sweaters are also given to her. Those sweaters have faded in color, but she wears them in an enjoyable manner. Since extraordinary care is being taken by the young mistress of the Haveli, Geeta, for this girl Sita, so the other maid servants develop a jealousy for her and they try to displease her, but Sita does not care for them and she behaves in an advanced manner, and then that captures the attention of Parijiji. Parijiji also knows that going to school is really fruitful and the children are not spoiled when they start going to school. So Parijiji also supports this decision of Geeta of sending Sita to school, and then she nods her head with the Kamarnisa, saying that the children can be taught in a better way in schools and times have been changing. Then it is the summer time. The schools are closed for summer vacation. Then hot winds sweep the corridors of the Haveli and those hot winds bring the dried leaves and sand to various parts of the Haveli, may it be the courtyard or the garden or backyard of the Haveli. It is the time of the mango season, so little raw mangoes start hanging from the trees, and there are other several trees towards the back of the Haveli in the courtyard, and those trees are of jamun. Then fruits of jamun are also laden with those trees. So many stray boys of the other Havelis of the servants' quarter, they jump the wall and come to the trees of the Haveli. Then they start climbing up on those trees, and then they waste a lot of unripened mangoes, and unripened jamun is also wasted by them. They munch the unripened mangoes, and then so many of them, they take the mangoes to their quarters to provide them to their mother in order to prepare pickle. Then the servant of the Haveli notes about it, and then he is Mr. Gokul. He starts running after those boys, and but he is old, he cannot run. Then quickly walking and swinging his stick in air, he says, "You are the little thieves, you are stealing the fruits of this Haveli. This time I will excuse you, but if you are seen the other time, then I will break your bone, and then you will have to suffer a lot of pain." So all those little boys who have been stealing unripened mangoes and the purple plums run away from that spot, but there are two little girls who are still there. Those two little girls are Vijay Baisa and Sita. When Gokul comes in front of them, then they giggle, and Gokul starts greeting them with his hands folded, addressing to Vijay Baisa. He says that, "Vijay Baisa, look here, if you munch these unripened green mangoes, then you may develop some diseases in throat that will cause a lot of pain. So it is better to leave these unripened mangoes to ripen, and then she can enjoy the ripened mangoes later on." This way both of these girls, they depart and they take different courses, because Vijay Baisa knows that if she is seen with Sita, then she may object. Then Geeta is also there to welcome her daughter back in the Haveli, and Sita takes a roundabout course of the servants' quarter, and then she comes back to the Haveli. And then she is also seen by Parijiji, and Parijiji tells the mistress of the Haveli, Kavarni Sa, that she would also like to have some of the old frocks of their granddaughter Vijay Baisa, and some of the sweaters that are not being used by their granddaughter Vijay Baisa. So Kavarni Sa, the mistress of the Haveli, tells her that Geeta is giving each and every piece of cloth which is not being used by his daughter Vijay Baisa, because she loves Sita and she does not think about the children of the other servants who are serving in the Haveli. So the mistress of the Haveli, Kavarni Sa, tells Geeta that she should distribute those unused clothes of Vijaybai Sa to other children of the maid servants so that they can also wear those dresses which are not being used. This way, we see that the maid servants of the Haveli, they notice a developing change in their little child Sita, whom they opposed for sending the school, but now they develop a jealousy and say that are there no other children of the servants in the Haveli, that the young mistress of the Haveli Geeta is taking care of only one child. Then there is some reaction in mind of the young mistress of the Haveli, Geeta. Thank you so much. We shall be discussing the next lesson of this novel Inside the Haveli the next time.